Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Before we dive into today's video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Let's get started. In today's video, we are going to explore one CSS property, font size. The font size property specifies the size or height of the font. It also used to compute the value of EM, REM, and EX length units. And font size can accept keywords, length, units value, or percentage as values. So when you say a font shorten property, so you can also define font shorten property, and in that property font size is mandatory value. If you do not specify font size, the entire font shorten property will be ignored. Okay, and one more thing, like pixel, EM, REM, and those values can't be negative. Okay, so first of all we will see absolute keywords and values. So how exactly absolute values works? So we have this element, for example element class. How can we use that? Font size small. So this is called absolute keywords. So it accepts double XL small, you can see here, extra large or extra small, as well as small, medium, large, extra large, extra, extra large. Okay, so these values are mapped to specific font sizes as computed by the browser. Okay, but many times you can also use two keyword values which are relative to the font size of its parents element. Okay, so it depends how you want to use that. Another value is relative keywords. So relative keywords will be font size larger, for example. Okay, so larger and smaller both are relative keywords. For example, if the parent element has a font size of small, okay, so parent element, let's say this is our parent element, is having font size as small, a child element with a defined relative size of larger will make the font size equal to medium for that child element. Okay, so it's relative to its parent element. Another possible value is percentage value, 110%, for example. So percentage values such as this font size of 110, 110% are also relative to the parent element's font size. Okay, so how exactly this works? For example, let's say I have one, let's go to HTML. Here in this div, I have two paragraphs. Okay, and title one, for example, or you can also add some content. Okay, so let me remove this. Okay, this is paragraph 1 and this is paragraph 2. Let me give class p1 and class p2 some demo content. Let me remove another other content which we don't require for our testing purpose. So this is our two lines, two paragraphs, and we can give it a container or something. Let's give it cu and con. Okay, so how this let's say for example this font size percentage value works. So for example in CSS, let's go to our element p1. So for p1 we will give font size is equal to 42 pixel. We are giving pixel. Okay, so this is so not p1, let's give this parent element as font size is equal to 42 pixel. And in p1 class, what you can do, you can give font size at 110%. Okay, so now you can see, let me inspect here, the font size is 42 pixel. right? And this paragraph is having font size 110 pixel. So 110 pixel value is dependent on this 42 pixel. So it is 110% larger or size with respect to this 42 pixel. That's why it is bigger. So if I make it to 12 pixel, then it will be little bit small, right? But I have this 42 pixel, for example. This is the 110% of this 42 pixel. So for example, let me make it 100%, or let me give it 42 pixel. Then it will not make any changes, right? 100%, then also it will be 42 pixel. But if you change it to 110 percentage, then it will be 110% larger of its parent element. So how this is how this percentage value works. Okay. Next one is em unit. So the em unit is a relative unit based on the computed value of the font size of the parent element. So in simple terms, child elements are always dependent on their parent to set their font size. So for example, in this example, we have this container with, let me add here h2, for example, and this is our paragraph. Yeah. So let's make it in container. Let's give font size to 16 pixel, for example. Okay. And with paragraph 2, let's make it change paragraph 2 to 1 em. Okay. And with paragraph 2, we can also add paragraph 1, that is font size 2em. And let's see how it works. More clear. Yes. Now you see, this is P1 with font size. It should be here. Yeah. Font size is 16 pixel, right? So class P1 font size 2em. Oh, this is not working. Now it's working, right? So with P1, you see we have font size is 2em, right? And with P2, the font size is 1em. So if you go and check the calculated value, you see font size is 16 pixel. That is its parent elements font size, because we have given 1 em with this P2, right? With P2 we have 1 em. It is equally the parent's font size, that is 16 pixel. But if you inspect here, it will be 32 pixel, because we have given P1 as 2em. That's twice of its parent's font size. That's why it is 32 pixel. So this is how this em font size works. So it is always, child elements are always dependent on their parent to set their font size. So whenever you have such kind of layout where the font size of the element or the box or container depends on its parents, you can always use em as a font size property value. Okay. Next one is rem. So in rem units, the font size is dependent on the value of the root element. So root elements means html. So in our case, root element is this, and here font size is 16 pixel. Okay. So for example, let's give rem2 and 1 rem. Okay. So in this case, what will happen, let's see, size 32 pixels.